Greetings y'all, I am Blade Dasher, and today we're putting up our dukes against the Elite Four's Marshal in this Black and White 2 SOYO challenge. There's two reasons why I thought Marshal would be the hardest fight in the Elite Four. First off, half of our team is weak to fighting, and the Vanny gets destroyed by rock coverage. The second reason? I was going into the Elite Four blind, so I had no idea if Marshal was packing Scrafty, whose fighting Dark Stab combo threatens my entire team, as said before. He doesn't have Scrafty, but I had to take that into account when deciding who to fight first. A fun fact about Marshal actually, outside of challenge mode or a post-game run back, his team is pure fighting. In fact, the only generic fighting Pokemon with a subtype in Unova are Emboar and Scrafty. Everything else is pure fighting, a Sword of Justice, Keldeo, or Pirouette Melaletta. Marshal's lead throw has quite the interesting moveset. It has Storm Throw for a stab, which is a guaranteed critical, it can slow you down with both Bulldoze and Rock Tomb, and it has Payback for dark coverage, which synergizes with Throw being kinda slow. The thing is, outside of Storm Throw, none of these moves are doing a lot of damage. He even has the Guts ability, which will beef up his attack by 50% if he's under status, though even though I accidentally activate it with Thunder Wave, Rock Tomb only does like a third of Lipert's HP. I want to get the Vanny in to set up Reflect, but I don't want her to catch a stray Rock Tomb, so I decide to have Liepert bite to the death with Night Slash. She manages to get 2 off before biting the bullet to a critical Storm Throw. Okay, Rock Tomb missing here is potentially huge, as Vanny is now able to set up a Sword Dance for free. Throw, however, decides to get cheeky and hit with Bulldoze, which just chips me but also lowers my speed. Now, Vanny is not the fastest thing in the world to begin with, but being at -1 speed is not doing us any favors. Marshal comes in next and immediately halts her sweep, not with a bang, but with a swift bounce. The good news is that bounce takes 2 turns, so he can play around it. I don't want to switch in Probopass and get Sturdy disabled, and I don't know if Marshal has coverage for Clado. Spoiler alert, it does. The bastard has Regenerator and U-turn. So for the time being, I'll switch in Bayonet. Ugh, Arceus does not want me to land a Will-O-Wisp here. Marshal bounces over the first one, fair enough, but then I missed the second one. Worst part is, because I'm running Toxic Orb, Bayonet is on a fast ticking timer, making the situation worse. Okay, at this point Marshal is just gonna keep spamming bounce, so I have Bayonet go out with a Sucker Punch before the Toxic Orb kills her. That way, we get some chip damage and a free switch halfway through bounce. I send in Probopass to paralyze Marshal on the way down, and then I proceed to have the luckiest streak of my life. Not only does Marshal miss the bounce and fail to disable my sturdy, on the next turn she goes for a high jump kick and misses, killing herself. Like, what the hell? Probopass should be dead here.
How are you not dead? I have no idea!
Next up is Unova stand-in for Machamp as well as the ace, Conkeldurr. He's slow, but he can take some punishment and hits like a tank. Miss Horseshoe over here finally activates her sturdy ability and paralyzes Conkeldurr. Anticipating that Conkeldurr is just gonna hammer arm again, I decide to switch into Claydol. I'm a bit hesitant just because of how much I've been getting option selected the past few videos, but believe it or not, Conkeldurr actually sticks to his guns this time. Conkeldurr actually can't hit Claydol super effectively. The only neutral move it has is Retaliate, and it's its weakest move without the damage boost. Now granted, he doesn't need coverage, he still hits hard, especially since I accidentally activated Guts again, but even then, he can't get a 2-hit KO on Claydol. Conkeldurr does get knocked into potion range, but the Citrus Berry heals him out of it, so Claydol just hits extra sensory again and kills him. Last up is Sock. At this point I'm like, fuck it, okay, Claydol's probably gonna get outsped and revenge killed, so I decide to have him go for his ultimate attack. Kaboom? Yeah, it's Claydol. Kaboom! Now, self-destruct was never gonna kill here, because Sock has sturdy. In fact, this Sock is kinda infamous for abusing sturdy and then destroying your flying Pokemon with either Rock Slide or Stone Edge. But this explosion gives us two things. A free switch in, as well as a free turn because we knock Sock into full restore range. I switch in Leavanny here to get a Reflect Up, and I don't know why. Sock doesn't have Stone Edge, but I assumed he does, and I knew it had a high crit rate, so like, what am I doing here? Jesus Christ, I get away with biblical greed here, because I set up a Swords Dance, and instead of a rock move, Sock goes for Brick Break to disable Reflect. I then survive a Rock Slide and use X-Scissor for the win. Why the fuck did I do all of that? Like, realistically, I could've just sent in Lopunny, have her use Return while it healed, and then Quick Attack for the kill. Sock is frail, that probably would've killed. Oh, Jesus Christ. But hey, we got the win. Even if the ending was a little ugly. And that's it. The Elite Four is down, and there's only one more fight to go. Thanks for watching. Next episode, we're fighting the champion. But until the finale, I gotta dash. Have a great day, y'all.